All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai Bash Makakwadash. Quick video, quick hit. All right, I'm not gonna make this long. I made a little video resurfing the internet. Chariot, one of the, it's like a wheel. Ezekiel called it a wheel, but I'm gonna play a clip and pull a preset. That way, you notice the thing glittering, like flashing. I'm gonna bring it back to the point. You know that look, the thing. You see the little light, the light flashing. You're gonna see it. You see the fire.
No, there's two. There's like, oh my gosh. What is going on?
That could be an airplane.
It's got a light. It's an airplane, isn't it? No. Oh my gosh. I hear it. Listen, don't I? Don't I hear something?
Oh my God.
What is going on?
That is.
What is going on?
That can't be.
It's not burning up.
You notice how it looks like it's like it's following something. Well, Ezekiel 1:20, those are the chariots and so-called the wheels. Ezekiel called it, but it's a chariot. But it says the Bible calls it different names, but a wheel, chariot. It says Ezekiel 1:20, the New International Version, says whenever the spirits would go, they would go, and the wheels would rise along with them, because the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. All right, so that's like, so this the chariot, the wheel is in front, and also inside the chariot, the wheels are living creatures, are the spirit. The spirit is in those chariots, right? So whenever those chariots go, with like the spirit, whenever the spirits go, because the spirits commands the chariot, it directs the chariot where to go. So the spirit, whatever the spirit goes inside the chariot, when it goes, that's when the wheels would rise along with them. With those, would you see the chariots of fire, right? So that's what's going on there. It says whenever the creatures moved, they also moved. When the creatures stood up, they stood up. They stood also still. So these things are gonna mimic whatever the wheel does. Whatever the spirit does. So the spirit is in a wheel. So if the spirit goes up, those chariots are gonna go up. If they go left, they're gonna go left. So the spirit is here visiting, is visiting America. So that's what the chariots are gonna be. That's what these wheels are gonna be. So you're gonna see a lot more chariots, because the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is visiting his place first, all right? Because remember, everything starts in the spirit and it manifests itself. So, this is a sign. This is also the sign of Yahushai returning, all right? When the creatures moved, they moved also. These are the spirits. When the creatures stood still, they also stood still. When the creatures rose from the ground, the wheels rose up along with them. And that's why you see some UFOs, so-called UFOs, but chariots, when they rise up and they just sit there, because that's the spirit. All right. This Bible is completely 100% accurate. It's telling you exactly how these things move. This is the only proof to show you that. This is proof and evidence to show you that these so-called UFOs are in the Bible. So when the spirit rises up, the chariots, the so-called UFOs rise up too, and that's how they operate. You see, I know there's videos out there. I'm not gonna pull it up, but there's videos out there that chariots that just rise up. They just rise up, or out to sea, they just rise up. It says, and then when the creatures rose from the ground, the wheels rose along with them, because the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. All right, so these are the spirit driving these vehicles. All right, above it says spread out above the heads of the living creatures was what looked like a vault, sparkling like crystal and awesome. And that's how some of these chariots look. If you look, I have a couple of videos, but they flash. They have flashing lights. All right, as you see in the video, it started to flash. That is what that's what the Bible, that's what Ezekiel described it as. It's flashing, all right, glittering. It says in the New Living Translation, it says, spread out above them was a surface like the skies, glittering like crystal. All right. And some of them have different colors. Some of the chariots have burl, like purple, red. They have different colors. But ultimately, this is, the Bible is right. All right. And these things go fast too. These things go really fast. So another scripture that came to me about these people, they, oh my God, what is that? You had a lady bugging out, thinking it's a plane. When they see it. Wisdom of Solomon 5:2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. That's talking about those chariots, all right? And shall be amazed, and they were amazed, all right? The video, you seen the lady. So one lady was bugging out, the other lady was like, "Oh my God, what is that?" Trying to figure out what it was. It says, "When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation." Because that's the way we're gonna get out of here. That's the way Israel's gonna leave America, through those chariots, all right? When the missiles get shot off, all right? It says they shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. So far beyond all that they look for, because they think that these chariots are far off, and they're thinking that the Lord Yahushua is going to come through space. At the Lord Yahushua is going to arrive on one of these chariots. You see, all right, that can reappear and disappear. All right, that can appear and disappear at the blink of an eye. All right, so these are the signs of the Lord Yahushua also returning. Right, so yeah, there's gonna be a lot more sightings. People are gonna be afraid. They're gonna, because they don't know what these things are. Esau bugging out, having council meetings and stuff about the chariots. We know Lord Yahushua is gonna return on one. Matter of fact, let me get Isaiah. Before I get out of here. Isaiah 66, it talks about when the Lord returns, how he's gonna come back, right? Uh, Matter of fact, Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. What is he talking about? What is the Bible talking about? Clouds? No, they're talking about the chariots. These chariots, these so-called UFOs can um hide themselves in clouds. All right. Some and some can shape shift into clouds. All right. It says, and every eye shall see him. It's talking about Yahushai, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, because he's going to come back with great power and glory, right? With these chariots. How can I prove that to you? In Old Testament, Isaiah. Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire and with his chariots, you see, like a whirlwind. It's going to be thousands of them swarming this place. All right. It says to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. All right. So there's going to be an invasion through the chariots. All right. It's going to be thousands of them, because that's how they move. When you see one, there's 1,000, but you really can't see them because some of them are hidden, or some of them in clouds. All right. So, you know, so yeah. So if you don't know about the chariots, now you know about the chariots. Or don't be alarmed. These things are here to save us. It says, look up. Luke 28. Luke 21:28. And when you see these things come to pass, it's talking about all these things, the end times and the signs. So look up when these things come to pass, then look up. Why? Because of chariots. And lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth near, because we're going to be redeemed through those chariots. That's the only thing that's going to save us when the missiles hit. When the nuclear missiles hit America, or when they get shot off through the ends of the earth, as the Bible described, then that the chariots are going to come and deliver us. Those are the only things that can deliver the elect quickly, fast, and efficient, because those missiles are going to hit this place and destroy this entire country. All right, so, and it's going to hurt the world too, because it's going to be a aftershock of of the after, what do you call it, the aftermath. All right, the aftermath, and the nuclear winter and all this other stuff. It's going to be terrible fallout. That's what I look at, fallout. So when the missiles get shot, the chariot's going to come and get us and deliver us. All right, because that's the only thing that can deliver us in that time of trouble. Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, and his chariots. All right, because he said these chariots are the same chariots that he was saved in when he walked this earth, when Yahweh Shai walked this earth, and he went up to the mountain before his disciples, and he was taken up in a cloud. Well, it's not talking about an actual cloud. It's talking about a chariot that was inside of a cloud that looked like a cloud. Same thing with Elijah. Elijah was brought up in a chariot of fire, and he got delivered, all right, through those chariots, all right. So these are the same things how we're going to be delivered as well through those chariots, all right. The so-called 144,000, all right. So-called what's the scripture? We're going to be caught up in the clouds together, all right. Not actual clouds. They're talking about the chariots, all right. Matter of fact, let me see if I get that. It's easier this way. First Thessalonians 4:17. For then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. All right. See, it's not talking about the actual clouds. It's talking about the chariots. All right. To meet the Lord in the air. How are you going to meet the Lord in the air? Through those chariots. All right. For it says, and so shall we ever be with the Lord Yahweh Shai. Yeah, because he's going to be the one gathering us together in the air through those chariots. All right. The chariots are the reason how you're going to get in the air. All right. Not just forming yourself up in the air and just flying. No, you're gonna get so-called abducted. All right. Through those chariots. All right. Because Yahweh Shai is going to redeem us. All right. That's the only way you're going to be able to be redeemed in these last days. All right. From the missiles. All right. So, yeah, enough evidence, enough proof that the Bible speaks about these chariots and how these are biblical and these are prophetic. Yeah, hopefully this is edifying, taught you something about the chariots, or just, just learn about the chariots, continue to learn about them, because at the end of the day, you're going to see more and more sightings. You're going to see more and more videos on the internet, and you shouldn't be alarmed. You should be rejoicing, because your redemption is drawing near. All right. Yahweh Shai is going to redeem his elect, his chosen. Lord willing, we're part of that number. Hopeful elect. They're going to redeem the elect through those vehicles, through those heavenly vehicles, the chariots. All right. And these are the only way that we can be saved. All right. So hopefully it was edifying and straight to the point. With that being said, shalom, and catch you in the next video.